Good evening. Welcome to the Bulletin at 9. I am Oinitam. First up, the top stories at this hour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lays foundation for Ram Mandir at Ayodhya. Number of COVID cases rise in Guwahati again, crosses 500 in a single day. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma focuses on development while fighting COVID. And now on to the big story of the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid a 40 kg silver brick as the foundation for the Ram temple at Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh. It was a neat yet very well decked up event in the town by the riverside. There were about 175 special invitees who attended today's grand event. Prime Minister Modi said it's an emotional moment for the whole nation. It was a long, long wait for the nation to see the Ram temple being built, at least the construction work to have started at Ayodhya for Ram Lala. Those are the pictures from the groundbreaking ceremony or the Bhumi Pujan that the Prime Minister participated before laying the silver brick as the foundation for the Ram temple. The Prime Minister said that it has been a long wait for Ram Lala or Lord Ram, who had been living in a tent for years. Now he will get a grand temple. The Lord Ram will get a grand temple. Those are visuals, the pictures from Ayodhya earlier in the day today. There were 175 special invitees, about 135 priests and seers from different representing the different religions. They all were present there. In fact, there were a lot of people who also joined in online. In fact, according to reports coming in, 9 bricks from 9 devotees were offered for the construction, in fact, and water from 100 rivers from across the country has been transported to Ayodhya as part of the construction work that would begin now. In fact, from Kamakhya too, there's soil and water that has gone and will now be used as part of the construction of the Ram temple there at Ayodhya. In fact, Prime Minister's visit today to the town, the riverside town, has come after 29 years. Way back in 1992, the Prime Minister had vowed that he will visit this particular town only when a Ram temple was built. So history being created today after almost 30 years of the Rath Yatra that took place. We saw the BJP veterans like LK Advani, Murli Manohar Joshi, all of them taking the lead in that Rath Yatra, and a lot of violence took place in 1992. But finally, today, a landmark day when the foundation stone for the Ram temple has been laid. Now, let's move on to our next story, moving to the region now. Guwahati has once again seen a spike in the number of COVID cases. In fact, according to the latest data coming in the past 24 hours, Kamrup Metro has recorded as many as 550 cases. Kamrup Rural has recorded around 294 cases. But I would also like to mention here that the kind of testing that is being conducted, the State Health Department has actually ramped up the testing being done across Assam in Guwahati. And in just one day, just yesterday, close to 60,000 tests were conducted. So a lot of testing happening. And of course, one more time, Guwahati seeing a spike as far as the COVID cases are concerned. Just on July 27th, the number was as low as 155. Of course, there were a lot of lockdown restrictions at that point of time as far as Guwahati is concerned. Now there has been a bit of relaxation, at least till August 15. The government has announced some relaxations, but the movement of people, vehicular movement, still remains prohibited from 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. There are a lot of restrictions as far as the opening of shops and malls are concerned. Then also there's restriction in inter-district movement. So a lot of restrictions still in place, but yes, seem to be a cause of worry with the numbers spiking one more time. In fact, the Assam Chief Secretary, Mr. Kumar Sanjay Krishna, had tweeted saying that people should take extra caution, extra precaution, given the fact that the numbers seem to be rising one more time. Now, let me take you to the next story, moving to Meghalaya now. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma definitely not losing sight of developmental work in his state. In fact, he held a review meeting today to take stock of the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana projects being implemented under the PMGSY scheme. In fact, he had tweeted earlier in the day today, those are the pictures he had tweeted, and also mentioned that he had taken a review meeting taking stock of the implementation of projects under PMGSY. And he had in fact asked the concerned officials to expedite the ongoing projects so that new projects can be taken up. The Chief Minister focusing on developmental work while fighting COVID. Of course, the number of COVID cases all in Meghalaya too has been going up. It has almost touched the 800 mark there, 500 plus active cases in Meghalaya too. In fact, he had also, the Chief Minister had also announced today that an online monitoring mechanism has been put in place in the Chief Minister's office. This particular website, the online system that has been put in place, will give an update on the status of all the projects that is being handled at this particular time by the different government agencies. So total focus there as far as development is concerned. He also, in fact, visited one of the performing arts center that is under construction. The Chief Minister, known to be extremely dynamic, extremely forward-thinking, one of the most dynamic Chief Ministers of Northeastern region. Those are pictures from the Performing Arts Center that is under construction. These are pictures that the Chief Minister had tweeted earlier in the day today. Now, those are the pictures. That's Mr. Sangma. So now let me take you to Manipur. Manipur Chief Minister, Mr. N. Biren Singh, had today inaugurated 2 fast-track courts. He did it via video conferencing, and the courts were inaugurated for speedy disposal of POCSO cases under POCSO and rape cases. So the Chief Minister totally focusing on disposal, fast, speedy justice to be imparted to people suffering, who have suffered from rape or cases pending under POCSO. The Chief Minister, they're totally focused on ensuring speedy justice to people, to victims of rape, and for all those cases pending under POCSO. Now, let's move on to some of our own exclusives. One exclusive from Sentinel Digital. This is about one of the leading hospitals from Guwahati, showing the way. It's not just treating patients, but it is also showing us the way how to employ people with disabilities. This Here is a story of Princey and Sanjeev. They are people with disabilities. They have been employed by this particular hospital, and it's actually helping both Princey and Sanjeev lead a life of dignity. Here is the story of Princey and Sanjeev. Really good work there being done by that particular hospital in Guwahati. We really need to do our bit and really salute those people with disabilities. They are also putting up a brave front and definitely leading a life of full of dignity and happiness and totally an independent life. Now, moving on to another story, not a very happy one, in fact, really a sad story. A 4-year-old girl is feared dead from a village called Kheroni in West Karbi Anglong district of Assam. In fact, it's a very sad story. The child had gone with her parents, with her father, in fact, to bathe in a nearby river. This is a very common practice that most people do, not just in Assam, but across India. They go bathe in rivers. This is what happens in rural areas. This child too had gone and she just went missing. In fact, those are visuals from that particular water body. The rescue team was called in from Hojai, but till late in the evening, no news of the little girl. A very sad story coming in from Kheroni in West Karbi Anglong. Rescue operations were carried out, but really no luck till late today evening. Well, I would definitely not want to leave you all with those that sad story. Take a look at what Mahindra and Mahindra had to say about its new Thar SUV. Finally, the company has announced today that it would reveal the new look Thar SUV on Independence Day. And in fact, the company had issued a statement earlier in the day today saying that they would definitely live up to most of the expectations of the lovers of Thar SUV by Mahindra and Mahindra. They said that it will be a quantum jump as far as the technology is concerned, of course not compromising on the safety and definitely not compromising on what the Mahindra Thar is known for, off-roading and the fun that Thar SUV should offer. So they have in fact released a video, a teaser video today. We will leave you with that. And of course, news and updates continue on sentinelassam.com. We will continue to bring all the news and updates from Assam, Northeast, nation, and the world. Do log in to sentinelassam.com. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Till we meet again, it's a goodbye from Team Sentinel and Sentinel Digital, the whole team here. And looking forward to seeing you again. Till then, it's a goodbye and good night. Enjoy the teaser video from Mahindra and Mahindra.